on, or Daisy. Hello and welcome back to Battlefield Production Live. I'm your host, Mike Mayhem, and today we are doing Veterans Voices. And the voice we're going to hear today is Thompson, who served with me in 26 Cav, and welcoming him to the stage.
Thank you for inviting me on the show, man. Really appreciate it.
Eh, Hey, not a problem. It's been a while since we've seen each other.
Man, wow, ain't the word, man. We was dang.
It's more than a decade, dude. Can you
Yeah,
believe that?
man.
Oh man. So just gonna do some interviews. I sent Thompson the questions,
Interview
but
questions. Yeah.
before we dive in, are there any topics you'd prefer to avoid today, Thompson?
Oh shoot, man. We talk and conversate. So
No.
that's what we posted. That's what we gonna do.
All right. Well, just for obvious reasons, like there are some veterans out there that don't want to talk about certain subjects, so we try to
Makes
avoid that,
sense.
you
Makes
know.
sense.
So, how would you like to be introduced? And is there
Oh
anything you'd
shoot.
like the audience to know up front?
No regular introduction because we're gonna get into everything with the questions. So shoot,
All
regular
right.
introduction. Get it popping.
Okay. So you don't mind if I call you T Man?
Yeah, man, it's cool.
Oh man. All right. All right. So first question, what motivated you to join the military?
um, get away from the life that I was at, man. It was good, but wanted more out of life, you know. Um, didn't want to just be like my surrounding environment. Jail wasn't
Mhm.
the option, the other stuff wasn't the option. So
Right.
yeah, it was a real deep motivation, man. Wanted to break some generational curses.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it's just a change of scenery and
Hmm.
hopefully break the chain of the past, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Um, well, obviously, the question is, what branch and MOS did you serve in? And I already can tell
Of
Army,
course.
but what was your what was your that question is more for people that I don't really know, so
Yeah,
I'll
it
get
makes
interviewed.
sense.
Um, but what was your MOS in the Army?
92 Alpha,
Oh,
automated logistical specialist.
okay,
Yeah.
so working in the motor pool.
Oh, my bad. My apologies. Working in the motor pool, man. They could you can't go on a convoy without the paperwork, so and the
Right.
other parts for it and stuff. So that was and managing managing the vehicles in the system, making sure everything was good and was in there. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was good.
Oh,
It was pretty cool job, man.
Thompson, I just heard that. I heard that in the background. You are not helping with the black stereotype, man. I heard that smoke alarm go off.
Oh man, they give it chirp every now and then, man. Oh, that's a good one. Oh man, that's good,
Yeah.
man.
Oh man. But that's okay.
Yeah,
That was a good one though, for sure.
yeah.
So next question, what was your initial training experience like?
Um, it was good. I say the initial training with the basic training with the gun range, grenade training, weapon training, the what you call that big wall, victory wall was pretty cool. You know, AIT training, and then when you get the permanent party. So I say the initial training was okay. You know, it was something I had to get used to as far as with the yelling in your face and stuff. So
Mhm.
sports was similar to sports, but you know how the military was. It took it up 10
Right.
notches.
Right.
Yeah, it was good though, man. Gruesome, but it was worth it, man. It was worth
Mhm.
it. Yeah. I say the worst part though, bro, I say since we are doing the interview, I say it hit real for me when we was doing the obstacle course and we was low crawling for the end on the end of it, end of the obstacle course, and they was finding real rounds. So with
Oh,
barbed wire over our head, so that was man, it
right.
was like, yeah,
Right.
ain't
Well,
playing.
well, well, not to pour salt in in your wound there, but man, if you had scored high like I did, you wouldn't have had to crawl. You would have gotten chosen to fire the machine gun over the head. That's what I got
Ah,
to
that
do,
was
man.
the fun stuff, man. I know it was.
Yeah,
Oh man.
but for those that don't know, with preconceptions of that, it's a fixed machine gun and it's fixed in place. So like you can't. The only thing you can do is move it back and forth. but I
Yeah.
mean, they have it set so when it does fire, it's
Oh,
so far over your head.
yeah.
Even if you messed up, it's not like what was that? What was it? Was it Jarhead? I think it was where the
Um,
guy freaked out and stood up and got shot.
think it was Jarhead, if I'm
Yeah,
mistaken. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it ain't like that. They
yeah,
movies that click a whole different. Yeah.
yeah. So it even if somebody did mess up and stand up, it was still far
Wasn't
enough
gonna
over
get
their head.
hit.
But it
They
was
was just
still
trying to
scary.
scare us.
It was still scary though, man. You're like,
Yeah. But yeah, man, I enjoyed it for the most part, man. It was a
right,
learning lesson, honestly. Like,
yeah,
yeah, to grow up, to get ready, because it will get real when you get out there in the field. So
hmm
yeah.
yeah. So, my next question is: did you have any preconceived expectations that changed once you were in the military?
Ooh. Um. Honestly, I say it wasn't none, but at the same time, I knew deployments was we was gonna deploy, but I didn't know how rapid the
Mm,
deployments would be. So I say
right,
that's the part that caught me off guard.
right. So your preconceived notion was like, oh, it'll be some time once I get out of basic and AIT
That
before they
part.
even before they even deploy us, and as soon as you get out, they're like, hey, here's your orders, and you're like, what?
You know? Just got here.
Yeah, I haven't even met my battle buddy yet here. What the heck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man, that threw me off, man. That's why I was like, but it wasn't nothing like to make you run and make them, make them run and back away from it. But it was like, okay, this is the army. This is the
yeah,
military. This is what it is.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to know what was a typical day like in your job, in your MOS?
Um. Well, I had two Connaxes in inventory, so when I get there, we go get to the motor pool, cut all the equipment on, do a quick roundabout of the motor pool, make sure my forklifts, everything is there, nothing out the way. Um, After that, once my computer stuff set up, cut it on, log on, print out my inventory sheet for my recon. I do my recon, see what I got, what I'm missing. If I'm missing something, usually that day, you see me on a Bobcat all the time too.
Yeah.
I'll be going to pick up parts because I know they're gonna need it for a Humvee or a Deuce and a half or something. So after that, shoot, I end up waiting on people to come to get their 5988s, whatever they needed for their vehicles.
hmm
And yeah, man, then in the end of the day, do my inventory again, make sure everything is there. But that's what it was like on a regular work day.
hmm
Yeah.
So what was it like for a irregular work day for you? Like
Mm. A
throw a
regular
monkey
work
wrench
day.
in there.
Yeah, we throwing a wrench. But I say this. A regular work day would be like flying out. Like we flew to Salerno, a lot to get parts and stuff. So we'll wake up early, get ready to fly out there, stay there for about an hour or two. Get all the parts, get everything squared away. We'll leave, come back, do my inventory, and then it's a ton of people hitting me up for convoy stuff. So it get hit certain days, and those are regular days. I don't get a chance to even breathe sometimes.
hmm
Commander come by, need something. It'd be like a regular day would be like, yeah, like one day the commander came in, the command sergeant major came in right after that. So it was just like errands and so it'd be like dealing with people, parts and flying pretty much their regular day.
Hey there, Mark Miller. Good to see you.
Yeah.
The man.
But it
So
messed me
that's
up, bro. Since we doing the interview, I would be particular. It messed me up, man, because sometimes, man, I fly to Salerno. I kid you not, man. Times we flew there, something one day I overslept, man.
Mhm.
And by the time we got there, mortar had hit, bro. If I wouldn't overslept, we would have got hit, bro.
Yeah, yeah, I think I remember that story. I remember that story when you came back. You told me about it.
It was scary, man. That's when
Yeah,
I knew, like, and they was like, "Yo, you been flying here this long, and you ain't know how dangerous it is until that day."
right,
So that's a regular day for me right there.
right. Wow. Uh, what was one thing civilians might be surprised to learn about military life from your
I
perspective?
Adaptability, I say for the most part, because we get sent anywhere. We don't know where we're
Mhm,
going. We don't know what we're gonna deal with. We don't know if it's gonna be Taliban. We don't know what enemies we're gonna deal with. We get briefed, but by the
mhm,
time we get there, it could be new enemies. We don't know that. We
right.
have to adapt. You gotta do perimeter checks. You gotta, land navigation, checking out what's around you. So it's like the adaptability that teach you how to adapt to certain situations. I feel that be the biggest part.
Mhm,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I would say that too because my first job when I got out of the military, I had no managing experience other than being a E5 later on in the military. And so I went for a manager job to a new Chester's Chicken, and the general manager hired me. And I said, "But I don't have any manager experience." And she said, "I hired you because you are military, you're a veteran. My
Mm-hmm.
husband is a veteran, and I know that you guys have the adaptability. You will
Mm-hmm.
adapt and overcome." And plus, she said, "You probably had soldiers under you." I was like, "I had one." 'Cause I was NBC, I only get
Yup.
1 soldier under you, really, and, like,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get, like, a whole section, like and that was always weird too, is, like, to be a sergeant under a section sergeant, and you're like, Buddy, I'm the same rank as you, what are you talking about?" You know? But how are you in charge of me? And then the weirdest thing is that section sergeant could have just been promoted like
Yup.
recently and you're already that's the weird thing about the military, man.
Oh man. Yeah, that power ranking was something else, man.
Oh
Golly.
yeah. Oh yeah, man. It's crazy. Um but yeah. Yeah, I did finally make my sergeant. It took me long enough though.
Good, good, good,
You
good.
remember me and Owen and we we got
Ah,
promoted me and Owen got promoted more times than a sergeant major did.
look, man. I know them, man. Look, but we was in a unit where anything could happen.
Yeah, yeah. Like I remember everybody always said like they always said it was me and him, but I was like, man, looking back on it, I think it was
Mhm.
like a lot more people that it was just we were the ones that did it constantly, got in trouble. And
Oh man, look. I hated being in them office and them council statements. Golly. Forgot which NCO it was, man. Who was I with doing detail? He had threw one of the pieces we needed for the detail in the dumpster. He ain't know that. So the
oh,
NCO came and was like, "Where's that? Where's the piece?" He checked. He was like, "Oh, I threw it in the dumpster." Man, he told us to go in that dumpster to get it. That was, and he ordered it instead of just saying it nicely. You know how they do.
yeah.
And that already sent it over the bar. Yep, a council statement and in the office talking to leadership.
Yeah.
Love it,
Yeah.
man.
Man, yeah.
Love
That's why I can't wait to finish interviewing all the 2-6 people and then just have a 2-6 rally up on here and we just talk about 2-6. Man, we were
We
something
had
else,
some ate
man.
up moments, man. I love it though. We had some ate up moments though.
Yeah, yeah, especially when we were at Fort Hood, like you would
Oh,
wake up
God.
you would wake up on a Monday and you're like, all right, who screwed up this time? I know we're having a piss test today. And
Golly,
sure
man.
enough, we would, man. We would have a piss test, and it's like, who messed up? Who
Look,
messed up again?
like, man, somebody then got caught again because we got emergency piss test.
Yeah.
No PT today. We doing ha. You can
But
see the nervous people with the sweat dropping down their face because that's the ones that got caught.
you know what was great though? Like we hated doing those piss tests, but there were some mornings on Monday when I got up and I was like, I just don't feel like doing PT today, man. And you go out in formation and they're like, no PT today, and I'm like, yes, and they're like, piss
Yeah.
test, and you're like, okay, I'm good, but no PT. Yes.
Heck yeah, man. Oh, that'll be over some good times, especially man, yeah, because I running A group, I used to
Yeah.
hate them, man. They used the first
Uh,
ones to leave, first ones back.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh
I
man,
was
I
I
mean,
was in B group PT, man. I was
I,
okay. That was
I,
okay,
I
but
moved to B group. I got tired of
yeah.
running with A man.
Yeah. That's why they say don't ever be like a star on PT, man, because once you're a star, they expect you to do that all the time. And it's like, you do
Hmm.
realize we get older, right?
Like bodies deteriorate.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna stay the same.
All right. So, um, next question. How did
Mhm.
serving shape your view on discipline, teamwork, or responsibility?
Um, I say it disciplined me to be more.
Uh-oh, did I just
Oh,
okay.
I heard the question. How did serving affect how I discipline and how well, I say it taught me to be more on my P's and Q's to assess first. Because every situation that looked like that situation could be a different one. So it's
Mhm.
understanding. And I think that's the biggest part for me is to be able to assess a quick assessment before making a decision. And
Yeah.
I think that's what the military teaches how to do, make quick assessments and then move. Because sometimes you don't have a million minutes to think.
Right. Right.
So yeah, you assess the situation best you can and move. So that's how I discipline, man. Even with my oldest kids, man, I stopped
Mhm.
whooping them and started being more mental with it when I'm talking to them and telling them why and showing them,
Mhm. Mhm.
instead of just doing to where you punishment and all that. Yeah, you do that, but now I do it with the showing them the reason why and
Right.
what it could do to them in the future
Right.
with the decision that they made.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the military has this where they tear you down, but they build you back up, and that's
Hmm.
you know that's what I do with my kids too, man. Like I get on to them. I might pop their butt, but
Hmm.
then I give it a few minutes, and then I pull them back, and I say, "Now, why did you get in trouble for that?"
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
have them explain it to me because that's what the military always did. Now, if you did this, why would you mess
Hmm.
up on that?
Hmm.
So,
Accountability.
oh
Yep.
yeah, yeah. Um, so what leadership qualities did you admire most in others?
Mm. Um, my biggest one honestly was loyalty
Hmm.
because if I can't turn my back and my better buddy should be able to have my back. And with leaders, leaders are trusted to motivate, to keep encouraged when things look low, to be able to assess and make decisions off of the qualities of the soldiers that they have, what they're best at, to be able to push it out of them and they can become better and fight their weaknesses that they feel make them, that's holding them back, and they can be better soldiers.
Hmm. Oh, that's a good one. Never thought of that, but that's a real good one for sure.
Yeah,
you
man.
know?
I had one soldier, bro. You remember I told you about that? Yeah, she used to get drunk all the time, show up for PT late. I'm getting counsel statements out the butt, trying to figure out how to deal with it until it was just like I'm forcing her. Let me try to work with her and see what she's strong at and meet her there. And
Right,
it got easier from there, man. Still
right,
a rough ride, but she got better.
right,
Yeah.
right. um, what was the toughest part of service? Was it physically, mentally, or emotionally?
I say the emotional mental of being away from people you love,
Hmm.
because you gotta think we had a rest in peace our battle buddies. We
Hmm.
always get that mindset that of course one day we're gonna go, but we put ourselves in front of that bullet.
Hmm.
So it's not always a guarantee that the person next to us gonna make it back or
Hmm.
we make it back. So I feel that would be it, just off that strength. Like the same people we see today might not see them no more.
Right, right. Yeah, and I'm I think it's also emotionally. I mean, it's all three together.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, when we deploy, we don't know who's coming back. But I think the
Mm-hmm.
hardest part was, may they rest in peace. But Carter
Mm-hmm.
and Branch,
Yeah.
they made it back with us, but
Mm-hmm.
their mind their mind was still stuck in the war zone. They were still fighting that battle, and when we heard that they took their own life,
Yeah.
you know. Um, so that made me personally, want to make sure that I had in touch with everybody that I knew, and you know, um, sometimes it just happens where you have a bad feeling and you just like reach out, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
um, some people are, like you said earlier, are able to adapt and
Yeah.
overcome, like you and me. Some people aren't able to adapt and overcome it. um, and I know this is, I didn't send you this, but
Mm-hmm.
I know you have been working on some stuff yourself.
Mm-hmm.
um, I think one of the programs that you were working with is like with kids,
Mm-hmm.
helping motivate kids to strive. And can you tell everybody a little bit about what you've been doing?
And that's my that working with youth. I started that. Yeah, when I was in the military. Working with urban youth, gang members, and youth that's in that urban community that's dealing with poverty and stuff like that. Now I'm working on building the funds to where I can add more to my events I do for the youth with my back to school drives I shoot to do every year for them. And I'm doing that through my books, my writings, and income, building income to building more income with what I'm doing to be able to fund that for the youth. And that's definitely a major and big ups for mentioning that, bro, because it's a passion of mine. The youth, that's a passion because if we don't change the future, we won't have one.
Right, right, exactly. And no problem in mentioning it. The one big reason why I mention it is because I think a lot of us that get out and struggle with mental, physical, emotional,
Mm,
PTSD, whatever it could be, is um, it's harder once we get out because we don't have that structure like we used to. We knew, you talked about earlier, we didn't know who the enemy was or what the enemy
mm,
was, but there was structure in our life that we knew. Okay, at 6 o'clock, I got to get up. We're
mm,
meeting at 6:30. We're going to be doing
mm,
PT at 7:30. We're going to be going back home, shower, shave, do all
mm,
that, come back at 9, and then this is what we're
mm,
going to do for the rest of the day. We had that kind of structure, um, and then we get out and we don't have that structure as much. We don't have that mission anymore.
mm,
So, yeah, I mentioned that because any of the veterans that are watching that are struggling through that, find your own mission, you know, whatever it could be. Like Thompson's working with the urban youth. Um,
Mhm.
me, I'm doing this where I interview veterans and get their story out there. Find your little niche that will help you and create. If it's, you know, you see a need, fill the need. You know,
That's it. That's
and
it.
and and if there is no mission statement for that, you create that mission, and
Hmm.
hopefully other vets hearing that would help them out. So you also said you write books. What are your books about?
Well, I've written, published, self published about, I think it was 3 books, and I went through a publishing company with one. But
Mhm,
I've written a self help book. I've
mhm.
written "Falling in Love with Death," where a woman meets a soldier who had PTSD meets a woman who had PTSD from being raped, and
Oh,
they
okay.
meet each other and find peace within each other while battling the world.
What was the name of it again?
Falling
Falling
in
in
love
love
with death. You put my
with.
name, Napoleon Thompson, and falling in love with death, it'll pop up. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that, and I'm working on a street book. I'm working on a horror book, mystery horror book called Dylan's Journal. I'm gonna
Hmm.
be putting on my Twitch stream for telling the story. Um, but yeah, man, all this to raise the funds, man. Get all the
Yeah.
funds together so I can do more.
Do you have a website or something that people in the chat or watching the replay that I could put in the description box, or I could probably even make a QR code for it real quick too. Do you have a website or
Mhm.
something that we could do?
I have
Or
my books up, but most of the time, when my events, my nonprofit, I had my nonprofit, but I had when I went through that pancreas stuff. I don't know if I told you about it, but when I was dealing with my pancreas, I couldn't eat, couldn't do stuff for a long time, so I lost about 100 pounds in like 2 years.
oh wow.
So I had cut back from the company,
Hmm.
and I just kept doing my events.
Hmm.
So, and when I took the hiatus, now I'm building my stuff back up again. But this time, I didn't have the funds last time to do everything that I wanted to do for them. But this time, like you said, adaptability. Now I'm more prepared for if something
Yeah.
happen with my health. If I need to, I got people helping now. That's in position. So,
Hmm.
setting some stuff in line to be ready for the next run, man, and work with more
Okay.
youth and do more impactful stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And definitely get with me after the
Okay.
show, um, because I like to help people out, and
Okay.
maybe we'll make like a little video ad or something like that that we can play on the channel,
Mm,
and whenever whenever you get back into it and make a website
mm,
or whatever, we can share that on, because actually Arky Outdoors is somebody that's actually going I'm going to be helping out as well. He's
mm.
going to help me out. We're going to get a partnership going,
Cool,
and
man.
he yeah, so I that's what this channel is about. I'm not here trying to get rich or anything like that. It's all about helping others out. So, that's what I do here. So, yeah, definitely get with me, man, and
Most definitely,
we'll
Brody.
we'll work something out, and then who knows, maybe it would be a collective effort of 2 6 people, because Jenkins already talked to me about she
Mm,
wants to kind of do something to help out, um, you know, and help out other veteran organizations, help out other veterans, and
hmm.
this could kind of be like you know, I don't know. This
And I ain't
this
told you the
channel
best part,
could,
bro.
yeah. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I got hero cards that for the business that I was doing to help raise the money as well. Hero
Hmm.
cards was the cards for soldiers that'll be sent to soldiers that's deployed with a care package, like something
Oh,
that they like, and a picture
right.
of their family and stuff like that.
Mhm. Oh.
And it can go back towards something towards veterans,
Hmm.
towards something lucrative that will help out for what we do. So I really been
Right.
doing some planning. So we'll
Mhm.
touch bases.
Okay.
Yeah, after this.
Yeah, for sure. Um, Next question. How did you maintain morale and motivation during difficult times in the military?
Mm. Honestly, camaraderie. The camaraderie, and I give people an example on here because they don't know some of the stuff we used to do. Nighttime, we'll come back from midnight mission, whatever. Midnight chat, we might play bones at nighttime. We
Mhm.
might do, we that got us, that got me through, some of them crazy
Right,
moments where it
right.
was like, what just happened? And when I'm with the battles, we doing stuff, I think
Mhm.
that was building a new family like that that helped me get through some hard times, man. And we talk, we didn't talk about our hardest moments, but we helped each other get through them.
Right, right. Yeah. I remember speaking of that, um our little we almost had like a D12 group. Remember that? Where all we did was I wa- I was like Eminem, but we called me Snickers because Eminem was taken.
Hey, I think I still got the music that we
Oh
did too. That's
no!
Big with Big T on there singing.
Yeah. Oh man, that yeah. I think we did that like every night we could after any mission we went on, man. I think we all got it, and we had like old laptops, and
Yeah.
we would find uh some instrumentals and
Hmm.
and just be like, okay, yeah, let's go ahead. It was you, me, um,
Haynes.
Haynes, and
Who else?
Isham,
It was a couple
Isham,
of yup, ish.
yeah. Uh,
Um, we like I said, we got
we
Big
would have
T to come through
T,
in the
yeah,
studio.
yeah.
Shoot, man, that was man. Look, golly, well, that was some fun times, man.
Oh
That's what
yeah,
got me through, though, Brody.
yeah, 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 yep. And then like that group right there, man. We
Mm,
kind of came
mm,
together in Afghanistan, and then when we came back to Germany, because
mm,
I didn't know most of you guys
mm,
before I went to Afghanistan. I knew you, and like I've seen you guys. I said hey, and I've hung out a little bit, but we didn't hang out like until Afghanistan. And then when we came back, we
yep.
toured all of Germany together, and
Mm-hmm.
I remember it was I remember I got a lot of bad looks because I was the only white guy with a bunch of black guys around me. And I'm like, what? What? And and then the funniest thing was I always made jokes like, "Y'all are the whitest black people I've ever met." We were going off doing go-kart and stuff, swimming in the pools, going to water parks, things that most people wouldn't see black people do. And it was like, and it wasn't even me like suggesting this. It was Isham was suggesting doing this,
Yep.
and you
Yep.
were suggesting doing this, and we were we were the craziest group of
Oh
people
man.
you've ever met, man. We were
What?
going out.
Some of them
Yeah,
shenanigans.
we were. I think the only thing I suggested was let's go do some paintball, and it was so much fun, you know,
Yeah,
us
yeah. We
all
ain't get to
doing
do
that
that,
together.
man.
Yeah, yeah, we didn't
Oh,
get to do that, but man, it was that group right there. Oof. So much fun,
solid
and
time.
we still did recorded tracks when we came back
Mm-hmm.
too. We are like, and
Mm-hmm.
then our uh, we had the room parties that we would throw for each
Oh
other.
yeah, they was lit,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So,
Golly.
but
Yo,
I mean that right there just goes to show, um, when your morale and your motivation gets low, uh, your friends could come through, you know,
mm-hmm.
and it
Mm-hmm.
like man, I mean we didn't even rap or
Mm-mm.
freestyle about anything, military. Like I remember
Nope.
one time. Remember we did that one. It was girl,
Which
your
one?
breath stank. Oh
I
man,
remember those.
yeah, and I came back with like I know people watching this wouldn't know some of the words that, but I said something like, "Girl, your breath so stank. You need
Uh,
Mister Clean.
yeah.
Better yet, I think wash your mouth out with Simple Green." oh, eh, oh man. Yeah. Uh-oh. Did I lose him? Uh-oh. Video cut out. Are you there? He started laughing real hard. Did I lose internet? No. Oh, yeah, we lost him. Okay, hold on. Ah, I don't know. Maybe I lost Wi-Fi there for a second. There he is. There he is.
My bad.
Okay, there he is. Oh man, what happened? Did I lose Wi-Fi
Man,
or did you?
laughing too hard. My bad, man.
No, it's okay.
Golly.
Yeah, those were the times, man. Those were the times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. Man, we came up with like the stupidest like we would come up with the stupidest category to freestyle about.
And then do it. And then just get
And we
on
would
there and
yeah,
just
we just get on there and do it.
that's it. And we got a track.
Oh man.
Oh,
That
that's
was
a good
crazy.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for others who served, how can we be more supportive and understanding towards each other?
Honestly, I say just keeping in touch with each other, bro. Haynes, he still hit me up. You know, we still keep in touch with a lot of battles because we still family. We might not be around each other all the time,
Hmm.
but that don't change. We still always gonna be family, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I think that be the most part about that. Like, you know, that camaraderie that was built was so real that we ain't even gotta be around each other, but we see each other outside. It's
Hmm.
hey, it'd be like we never left from around each other.
Right. Right. I mean, it's the camaraderie where like even when we heard about Bevel passing,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
it was like it it tore my heart out. And the first thing I thought, I'd be honest with you, because we lost Carter and we lost Branch, and my first thought,
Hmm.
because nobody really specified on Facebook, I thought,
Hmm.
he took his life because he wasn't that much older than us. I think he was like maybe 10 years older, maybe
I think
15.
yeah, yeah, about 10, 15.
Yeah. So I was like, "Oh, dear Lord, please don't tell me that but then finally somebody told me that it was a heart attack, and
Mhm.
I was like, "Dang, so young." Um,
Yeah.
wow.
Mm,
But
mm, mm.
that's the kind of that's the kind of family that we had, and even if it wasn't somebody that we hung out, like I didn't hang out with Bevel a lot,
Yeah,
but
same
he was
here.
the supply sergeant.
Yep.
So whenever we needed supplies, we would go to him and say, "Hey, we need this
Hmm.
ordered, we need this ordered," and his laugh was so contagious. Like I remember we could be getting ready for PT and you could hear Bevel
Hmm.
laughing, and he does his little
Yeah. And you
when you get
start laughing too and get in
yeah,
trouble.
yeah, and you had
God.
no idea what he was laughing about. You had no idea what he was laughing about, but it was just too funny,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Good moments.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's Jenkins. Hey,
I
Jenkins.
got
She's
pointed
in the
out
chat.
one time because of that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Laughing off of the laugh and don't even know what to yeah. Good times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had some great stories. Like even when I used to go see Bevel, man, his
Yeah.
sense of humor, he'll
Mm-hmm.
crack a joke out and could be dealing with the worst thing in the world, but he'll crack a joke out of just
Uh,
pure simple humor and calm your
yeah.
day down.
Yeah, and he had no problem making fun of you and making fun of himself.
What man? Him and Lack. Oh
Yeah.
Lord, golly, man, they used to roast me. I give it to
Yeah.
them. Yeah, I couldn't. I ain't couldn't come back from it. I can't come back to those. They gonna come back worse.
Yeah. Jenkins said his family is so much like him. The kindness. That's
Oh man. I ain't even get to meet his family like that. I met his kids when we was, we had some military meetings, but
yeah.
with families, but I ain't get to, yeah.
Right. So I mean, it's definitely hard when you lose somebody, whether it's through self-inflicted or it's just their time to go.
Hmm.
And I know I know me personally, I was like, man, I wish I had reached out. I was friends with him on Facebook. I've talked to him here and there on Facebook, but
Yeah.
you're like, dang, I wish I talked to him more.
Reached
You know,
out.
like I wish I gave him my phone number and said, hey, man, call me. I'm on the road. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, oh man,
Yeah.
Jenkins says he looks just like his dad, and I think his son looks a lot like him
He
too,
do.
does?
When he was
Yeah,
younger, he used to look like him. So
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, so I can't imagine now. I can't imagine now, man.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
um, so, what was the most unexpected part of transitioning back home, getting out of the military?
Mm. For me, it's dealing with the people. Um,
Mm,
Civilians work different than military, so it's not the pace we move at and the thinking that and how we move is a little different
right.
to so I think that was the hard part, adjusting to how civilian world works as
Hmm.
opposed to, like you said, the military day where you know what you're gonna do months ahead of time.
Hmm. Right.
With civilian world, yeah, you can plan, but 90% of the chance you gonna change something.
Right. Right. Yeah. I think a lot. I think a lot of civilians do just day to day kind of thing, um, or week to week kind of planning.
Mhm.
Military, it's they do the day to day, they do the week to week, but they do month to month.
That part.
Yeah,
That part.
because
Yeah.
we would know, like, if we were going to do some type of simulation training or something like that, we
Hmm.
knew 3 months before it even happened.
Hmm.
Or like, hey, we're gonna have an FTX. Well, okay,
You know?
when is it? And it's like, it's not, oh, it's gonna be tomorrow. No, it's gonna be in August. Well, shoot, that's like way, way out there. Why are you telling me this now?
That part.
Yeah, you made me
Yeah.
it made me think we're going to FTX tomorrow. Come on now.
That part. Like we
Uh,
knew. So I think that was the hardest part, like for me. Cause they was trying to did some of the jobs I worked at when I did get back, man. They wanted to give me the manager job for some of them, but some of the jobs was so ate up, it would have took a lot of tedious time and dealing with people that was doing some faulty stuff that was gonna get the business in trouble, stuff
mm,
like that, and So I was like, I know most companies you deal with each, you deal with come with the companies, but yeah, I say that was yeah definitely my biggest obstacle that I'm still dealing with to this day, man.
yeah,
Everybody don't move like the military, so they look at you crazy sometimes if you make sporadic moves that you've already assessed.
right, right, yeah, and yeah, I think even if you don't have like PTSD where you don't like crowds of people or whatever.
Mhm.
Like I think majority of veterans don't like traffic jams. They don't like long lines at the grocery store. You know, they're like, I want to be in and out like this, man. Come on, you know.
Yeah.
Or you see
Yeah.
some, or like, I know me personally, I've seen some people do some stupid shit to the point where like you want to be like, you want to be like a sergeant and like on spot correction, but then you're like, no, no, I shouldn't do that. Just kind of, but it like
Yeah.
it boils inside of you. You're like,
Mhm.
I just want to tear you a new one because you
Yep.
just did something stupid. You know,
That part. That part. But if you say something, they look at you like, yeah, what's wrong with you? What
right? Yeah,
And yeah, so makes sense. Makes sense.
yeah, 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 exactly.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give a service member preparing to ETS or retire?
Shoot. Live life. You live your life and enjoy it because tomorrow ain't promised.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
that'd be my biggest thing, man. Find a family. If that's what, find love or travel or whatever, it wanna be. I say live it, man, cause yeah, the same people that's like we dealing with now. Like even before that, I'll give you an example. Before I heard about Bevel passing away, about battle, uh my aunt had passed away and somebody else close to me passed away before that. This was
Mhm.
all in like 2 week time span.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
So my fiance says it always comes in threes. It always comes
Mm,
in threes. Yeah.
mm,
Um, and she said that whenever it came to, I think it was when Ozzy Osbourne died.
mm-hmm.
She was like, I think he was the second one, second famous person to die, and she was like, "There's gonna be one more. There's gonna be
Wow.
one more." Yeah, and there was, there was, and I think it is the rules of three, man.
Mm.
Seriously, because you know, um, if one person that's very close to you is gonna pass away, just wait. It's gonna be like a
Whew.
couple more, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Man, that'd be my advice though, Brody. Yeah, man. Knowing what
yeah.
I know now, like you said, from experience and having to adjust because I was dealing with depression. You remember I told you I was dealing with depression,
Hmm.
with suicidal thoughts, all that
Hmm.
stuff. But as we adapt, we go through therapies, we develop
Hmm.
positive things to help us get out. I'm actually I had that battlefield acupuncture. I don't know if some of y'all heard of it, even some of the vets, but it helps with pain, back pain, anxiety and stuff like that sometimes. And it's like an acupuncture that they put in your ear. If y'all
Hmm.
can see it right there, the
Hmm.
needles. Yeah, and they
Hmm.
keep them in for 3 days, and it
Hmm.
feels weird. But I've talked to a lot of vets who tried it and said it works for a lot of aches,
Okay.
pains, and stuff like
Right.
that. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, Jenkins has it.
Hmm. It definitely feels
Hmm.
weird. I started to pull them
That's
out like a day after, but
yeah.
they was like, "Nah, keep them in 3 days." Yeah, but yeah, I say that be
All right.
somebody.
Hold on. I gotta turn off.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
We good. Okay.
So, what advice would you give to someone considering joining the military today?
Ooh, boy, today, um, watch your six, cause nowadays it's a different war. It's a totally different war now. It's not like the ones we fought. Now they got robotic skeletal armor. They got these more powerful weapons now. They got these drone techs, animal drones. the stuff is
Mhm.
not the same battle that we used to fight. Now it's more of a Jetsons type technology fight that we dealing with some stuff that we wouldn't even we thought of. But yeah,
Mhm.
so I say yeah. Um, because it's not the same war as it used to be.
Mhm.
It's more dangerous now because we dealing with more tech and AI.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. AI is really coming to the forefront.
Hmm.
And like I said in a live stream this week, actually, when I was going over to military news of 2025, they're going to start using AI in um, what was it? Command.
Hmm.
And I was like, I don't know what that means. Like, does it mean that
Uh,
they're going to use it to kind of run through scenarios of what a mission command, a mission would be, or what? But if it's anything like Chat GPT, I hope they don't do it
mm,
because Chat GPT is not very good. And if they're going to use it for mission command, you might have a botched mission or two.
yeah, I'll be a little worried.
Yeah, so I'd
I,
be worried about that myself too.
like I don't know, cause I'd be worried about the robotics turning on us.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it looks like some of the sci-fi movies that we all enjoyed may eventually become uh, biographies.
Yeah, Terminator.
Yeah,
Some of that stuff where you be like, hold up, what if that really happened? Cause
right.
they got robots that they making that look like humans, think
Hmm.
like humans. How we even gonna know the difference between a human and a robot?
Right, right, exactly.
Oh man, so many thoughts be crossing my mind with that, man. Oh
That's true.
yeah, man.
Um, so are there resources or organizations that really helped you out?
Mm, Wounded Warrior Project. Uh, I know a few probably heard of that one. It's a couple of veterans groups I try to go to every now and then,
Mm-hmm.
but most of the time I usually, like I said, we had to adapt. We had to adapt. So I found my muse, man, and like you said, working with my youth, doing things, and I try to keep myself busy a lot. Unless I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking to you, talking to my battles. Try some veteran groups like I was talking about. So just try to keep myself busy and around people that that inspire me, that I know that can help me grow as well as a person, to keep me accountable as well.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So there are a few, but not very many.
Not very many, because it's kind of honestly with a lot of veteran groups, it's like the same thing like we talk about where you get up and stuff, but it's not like having a battle buddy that you
Mm-hmm.
can connect with on that level to help. You remember you talked me down one day.
Mm-hmm.
So to have a battle buddy who can talk you down when you in those moments, and
Right.
that you can stick together with.
Right, right. Yeah, and I believe too that having a battle, whether it's one or a couple that have actually served with you,
Mhm.
compared to going to a veteran organization, those people don't know you. You know,
Yeah.
they may be able to get some military records and get an idea about you, but your battle
Mhm.
is the one that's going to know you the best, and you
Mhm.
know, be able to point out like, "Hey, Thompson, you ain't acting like yourself, man.
You know,
I know that this is not how you act. What's going on?" Other veteran
yeah.
organizations would be like, "Well, yeah, sure, we'll help you, but we don't really know you, blah blah blah." But I'm not saying they're
Mhm.
terrible. Um,
You hit it on the nail, because a lot of
yeah,
conversations started like that, but I ain't going
right.
profile. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not dogging on any of these veteran organizations out there, but uh, me personally, I don't deal with them um, myself because one, if you look at it, they all have the same mission statement,
Mm-hmm.
and, and um, they and the reason is because one or two people didn't agree with whoever was running that organization, so they broke off and they thought that they could do it better than the other
Mm-hmm.
person, and like you just look at trying to save veterans from committing suicide. We
Yeah.
have 22 a day, which that's not even the
Mm-hmm.
right number. We have more than that
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't
Way
go
more.
reported correctly. But
Mm-hmm.
look at how many veteran organizations are out there that do that, and
Mm-hmm.
there are some good ones. I'm not
There
saying
are.
there's, and then there are some that are mediocre, and then there's some that are bad, but they all
Mm-hmm.
have the same mission statement, and you kind of wonder why. So when it comes to organizations, like you
That part.
definitely do some research before you go and
Mm-hmm.
pick, you know, any of these organizations. Like I'm actually going to be interviewing a organization here soon,
Mm.
hopefully called OP1 Vet, and
OP one. Yeah.
I believe in their mission because I ran into them when I was OTR. I ran into
Mm.
somebody that I don't know if I ran into the CEO or if it was one of his collaborators, but they have a truck and you can become a collaborator and get a truck and
Wow.
that you do advertisement, but they actually travel from state to state to state. That's why I was supposed to have interviewed them last year
Wow.
around October, but they're so busy that trying to find time to do an interview because they're traveling from state to state.
Mm-hmm.
They have ambassadors that actually go out and talk to those that are having, suicidal thoughts. They go out. It's not a phone call. It's not a text message. They go out, and
Mm.
they actually do, they sit down with you and they talk with you and they get you to not do what you want to do,
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but there are other organizations out there, and I'm not going to talk bad about them, but it's just, it's like if you're not making that kind of effort, are you really that legit? You know,
That part.
that's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, when it comes to organizations, there are some that will help you, and there's some that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if it's an organization that you have to jump through a bunch of hoops and
That
paperwork,
part.
and yeah,
Mm-mm.
like,
Don't
is it
do it.
really worth it? Yeah,
Don't
is
do
it
it.
really
Yeah.
worth it? I don't, I don't think it's worth it.
Mm-mm.
So
You don't question require all that, like you said.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, if they have a questionnaire and they're doing it because they want to get to know you and they want to become your battle buddy, I understand that, you know.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but that'll be a different.
That's not the
That'll be
yeah. Yeah.
uh
Yeah. It'd be a little.
uh okay, so we're getting closer to the end. We have a few questions left. If
Mhm.
you could go back in time, would you do it again, and what would you tell your younger self?
Sheesh, man. Man. If I can go back, I would do it again. I wouldn't change anything, and well, I would tell my younger self, shoot, embrace the moments more.
Yeah.
Time fly by so fast. You don't
Yeah.
think about the moments till when they gone.
Oh
The
yeah.
like we were talking about with the camaraderie, like you enjoy it, but now that you like, when I think back and look, like I enjoy it twice as much if going back to do it again.
Right.
That type
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with you, man. Like there's sometimes I look back and I was like, you know, if I hadn't have decided to go to the bar, Like I
Mm,
should have went to the bar. I got invited by so and so to go here. I should have
yeah,
went with them
yeah,
here instead of going to the bar. You know,
yeah,
and
yeah. That
doing
part.
yeah. There's been some missed opportunities. There
Hmm.
really were. Like, and I think there towards the end before I left Two Six Cab, Jenkins came up to me and was like, she said something about, we have single soldier retreats that we go on. And I was like, what? What is that? And
What?
she's like, yeah, we we go to places like Austria and this and that. And uh, when she told me about it, we had a trip and I think it was only like 3 guys that went, and the rest were all ladies. Think about Let's think about that, guys. I'm not saying anything bad, but like it's a single soldiers retreat, and everybody's looking for that one, right? So,
Yeah.
if you're going into the military, you know, and you find your I can't remember what it is that they called it. Jenkins is in the
Um.
chat. She'll be able to.
What?
Um, but there's single soldiers retreats. There's married
Mm-hmm.
soldier retreats. If
Mm-hmm.
you're married, go on those. I actually went on one
Mm.
um because I was married while I was at the last couple years in the military. I was married
Okay.
and went on one, and it was pretty cool. We went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and
Okay.
um you have your little uh for the marriage retreats, you have like a get together and it's a conference kind of thing, but
Mm-hmm.
it's totally free. I think food was the only thing we really had to pay for, but the room is free, and we were right there on the beach. And
Sheesh.
when we weren't in the conference, it's almost like a timeshare kind of thing, where
I don't like it.
you get to go on this extravagant trip, but you have to participate in some of these meetings, you know,
Wouldn't
and
be military
so
without it.
single soldiers, anybody in the military right now, and you get a single soldier retreat, go on it, and married soldiers go on those marriage retreats. They're fun.
That's
You get
big
to
facts.
you get to have some good times. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, if I went back, I probably would have went on more of those single soldier retreats.
Oh man, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Cause they went to Spain one time.
Yeah.
When we was in Germany, I think they was talking about that. I think that was that group that went to Spain that time when we
Hmm.
was in Germany. I had missed the deadline for that.
Yeah.
That was the one trip I was gonna go on.
Yeah. It was worth it. Jenkins says it was worth it. The one I went
Yeah.
on was we went to Edelweiss, which is
Mm,
uh it's a ski resort,
mm,
but the time that we went, there wasn't snow on the mountains. And I want to say it was like right on the edge of Austria
mm,
or
mm.
something. Wasn't it, Jenkins? Because I know Jenkins was on that,
Man.
and several others. Uh, but yeah, it was a really nice hotel too. I mean, really nice. Had a bar inside. There was no skiing, so we went
What?
drinking. So
Hey, that's what I expect
yeah,
right there. You can't
yeah,
ski, you gonna
yeah,
say, hey.
yeah. It was right on the edge of Austria, so like we were right there by
Mm.
Austria, man. It was great. It was great for
I
sure.
know y'all took pictures.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Um uh, we had gone to the bar, and somebody said that they had this drink, and it comes out in like a huge bucket, and it has like 6 straws.
What the?
Yeah, and we're like, okay, let's try that. So yeah,
I know. Oh man, I couldn't imagine.
yeah, man, it was. Yeah, it was great. It was really good. It was really good stuff. And then moved to the town, and they didn't have much there in town, but
Small
you know, you
town.
look at some
Hmm.
of the best pictures, like Austria's mountain ranges are just fabulous, dude.
Wow.
They really are.
Wow. I didn't
Yeah.
imagine the scenery to be, you know,
There we go. See, Jenkins knows the Death Island drink. That's what it was called.
Death Island
It came
drink.
out in
Wow.
big. Yeah.
Oh, y'all
Yep.
got
It
10
was
wasted, or
came
y'all
out
got 10 wasted on that, I bet.
right. Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh man. Yeah. That made
But
me
yeah,
DD
coming
drive
back.
so much when they was drunk. I was like, man, it's messed up.
Oh, I
Everybody
remember
get
that.
drunk
I
and
remember that.
sheesh, man.
Yeah,
Who's
and
the one that's least drunk in the group?
right. Well, I remember there was a few times that the Isham's girlfriend at the time. Remember, she had that
Oh
small
yeah.
smart car. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they always were like, "Hey, can you drive?" I was like, "Sure." There's a smart car. I had man, you're talking about a 6'1" dude in this tiny, tiny little clown car thing, man.
I
And
could imagine.
I was like, I want one. It had 15 liquors in it. Uh,
Woo!
Death Island drink. I think
Ooh!
it was Jenkins the one is the one that knew about it because um I think she had been there before she got a bunch of us there, and she was like,
Wow.
we go down to the bar, and she's like, you guys got to try this Death Island drink. It's huge and comes with like 6 straws, and not just like regular straws. They're like crazy straws that come up and like do loop de loops and all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was
Bartender
great.
style. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. She had been there before. That's how she knew it, and then she
Oh
introduced it to
man.
us.
That sounds good. That
Yeah.
drink sounds so good, man. Yeah, man. I remember the fire Hennessy that Germany had. I
Hmm.
tried that with the where they light it on fire and you drink it. That was so
Yeah.
weird to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. I remember that. You drink it while it's still on fire, and you hope to God it doesn't go
Yeah,
down your
like
face
you
because it.
know.
Yeah, that you can't. You got to drink it fast, but not so fast that it pours down your face and burns like your chest
Hmm.
hair and all that off. Yeah.
Yeah, don't do it like I did that first one. That's what I did on the first one. I drunk it too fast.
Yeah.
It hit my chest so hard. I was like, oh no. Hold up. Let me slow down with this drink.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, if I could go back, I would do more of those
Mm,
retreats for sure. You know,
man,
even further back too, man. I would, I wouldn't have wasted
that's
money
true.
going down to like when we were at Fort Hood. I wouldn't have wasted money going to down to Austin, Texas, to the club, Sixth Street.
Yeah,
You know, I
yeah, you right, man.
go. There's things looking back. I was like, I could have done other things. I could
Yeah,
have. We were so far away from San Antonio. I could have visited the Alamo.
you know,
And
something like
but
that.
you're talking. You're talking about like 18-year-olds kind of on their own. Mommy and daddy
I
aren't
know.
holding their hand. They don't care about traveling and touring and learning history. And no, they just get drunk, get laid. You know, that's it.
Yeah, turn
That's it.
up. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
that's basically what it was. Get drunk, get
Mm.
laid. Get drunk, get laid. You know.
Man, yeah, you right about
So,
that. I would have toured a lot by then. Going all them places, I know it was so much stuff you could have seen.
hmm
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
for sure, man. Um, so what does being a veteran mean to you personally?
Um, honestly, I feel like as a veteran, like we represent each other. As veterans, we represent each other. and how far we came, and because anytime I know when civilians see a vet, I always notice like the room gets more relaxed.
Mhm.
And that's what we feel around each other because we know we can trust each other. So
Mm.
they feel what we feel around our battle buddies, around each
Mhm.
other. And I feel like we're a representation of that because there's not too much crazy stuff that we ain't seen that we not gonna have a good reaction from if somebody did bring a gun in Walmart and
Yeah.
started shooting. We'll know what to do.
Right.
We'll
Yeah.
know what to directing traffic so it's not stampeding, and we already located the exits type thing. That's just on GP.
Yeah. 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 Exactly. And
Yeah.
you could always tell the vets whenever you walk into a restaurant because they're the ones with a good seat that has their back to a wall and they're facing the door. You
Yeah.
know that's a vet.
Yeah.
You know that's a vet. You're like, I got you.
Yep.
And
Yep.
yeah, and one vet walks in, sees that vet there, and like, I got you. Like, make eye contact.
That.
It's like,
Yes.
I got you. So I'm gonna take this wall over here, facing the door over here. So you got that corner, and I got this corner.
Nonverbal communication
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yep, yep,
Yep. Yep.
exactly.
Yeah.
You
That.
can always you can always tell. Like some people, I'm actually I need to start working on a video for not a live stream, but um, put it out there and ask people like, what is a clue that you can tell that somebody was veteran? Some people say it's
Mm.
like, some people would say it's like the way that they conduct themselves, their mannerisms, their walk. There's always
Mhm.
telltale signs that you can, and I think it would be kind of a cool video to put together from
Mm.
everybody's opinion on it, you
That
know.
would be.
Um,
That would be.
because I actually had a guy one time, like I had a crazy hair. Like right now, my hair is long on the top but short on the sides. You
Oh, I
know,
see what you mean. Yeah.
So for the longest time, um, it's always been I cannot have my hair touching my ears. You know,
Mhm.
technically
Never
this
seen it.
the yeah technically this top part is really long and it does touch my ears, but I always slick it back. I
I
slick it back
figured that.
and the sides are shaved. Well, I had basically a mohawk one time, like, yeah,
Mm.
you know, all the way here. But it was kind of flopped down. And there was a guy that walks up to me and says, military, right? And I turn around, I said, yeah. And when I turned around, because it was actually flopped to the front instead of pushed back,
Oh
that
no.
big hair. And
Yeah.
when I turned around, he's like, "Oh no, not with that haircut, no." And I was like, "Actually, no, I was in the military. How'd you know?" You know. So, I mean, sometimes it's the haircut, but it's not always.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
the haircut.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. I
wear a
when I
hat.
cut my hair went bald, I started seeing it. Yep.
Yeah.
They look at you different.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
That hairstyle. Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, I think one of mine, what I would say that I could tell if it's a veteran is situational awareness. They're always
Mm.
like scanning. They're scanning
Mm-hmm.
wherever they're at. If especially if they're in public, they're scanning. They're looking for the exits. You could see them do that.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking at people's hands because I realize I do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I do that. I'm looking at people's hands. I'm looking at their eyes. I'm looking for the exits. Um, and that, oh, this is so funny too. Another way you could tell a vet if you have uh if you have them walking in a group, they're always You can tell if it's a big group of vets because they're walking in step with each other. No lie, they are walking in step. If they're if the lead person has their left foot going forward, everybody else has their left foot going forward.
Yeah, yeah,
And
man.
if one of them catches themselves out of step, they will put themselves in step with the
Right
rest of the
there,
group.
right there, man. Without even thinking, get back in
Yeah,
step.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's perfect. Mm.
So, oh, I gotta ask you this because a- I asked Lutch this
Mm.
when you got out. Um, did you have a hard time recognizing that people were calling your name,
Sheesh.
Napoleon, or did you not? Did you?
I still do to this day.
Oh,
I
really?
still do, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll be calling Napoleon, and I hear them. But if I'm like my mind's zoned out, I hear them, then I won't hear them
Right.
because I'm somewhere else. So
Right.
yeah, yeah,
Me, I tell you, it took me. I think it took like 5 or 6 years for me. People would be like calling my first name. They'll be like Michael, 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 and I'm like, "Mhm." They say Hodges, and I'm like, what?
that part.
Yeah, because you for so long you don't really hear your first name. You always hear
Yep,
your last name. So you're like, what?
yep,
So when somebody
yep.
calls your first name, you're like, are they? They're not
Oh,
calling me, right?
me,
No, no, no.
me. Nah, somebody else is around us with that name.
And and I always got accused of not listening, and I'm like, no, you don't
Ah, I hate
understand.
that, man. It'd be like you not listening. I'm scanning the room. I'm listening to you, but my eyes ain't on you, but I hear you.
Right. And I'm like, yeah, I heard you saying something, but it wasn't until you called my last name that I realized you were calling me. Because for 8 years of my life, I was called by my last name. Nobody called me
Yep,
by my first name ever.
yep.
You know?
Never. Even in
Uh,
roll call, they ain't calling your full first name. Someone
yeah,
just call your last name.
yeah, exactly. So it was a so it was always hard.
Yeah.
So all right. So these are these last four questions for you are a little bit on the fun side, a little bit.
Okay.
So
Okay.
um this is a two-part, all right? Uh
Okay.
best MRE and worst MRE.
Woo. Okay. Okay. Best one I like was the burger, the kind that came with the bread patty.
Mhm.
Um. Oh man, I used to smash that thing. Pretend it was a burger from somewhere I liked, or I didn't cook the burger. Heat
Mhm.
that mug up in the water with the rest of my meal. You know we had to be adaptive. So I was like, nah, I put my beef in there with it. I cooked both
Yeah,
of them. Take
right.
it off, got a hot little piece of me. How you do that, man? What you doing? Man, you better throw that beef in there with it. And that's what I always do, man.
Mhm.
And that was my favorite. The worst kind, shoot. Um, what was that barbecue kind? There was some kind that came with some.
It kind of like it was like the McRib kind.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. I
Yeah.
got that mug and I was like, I will go hungry if I get this kind. Again, I'm not eating it. It's nasty. I eat grass before I eat that one. A rib. This is tissue and whatever you want to call this stuff. It don't taste like a rib.
Yeah. No. When I would get that one, I call it the McRib because I swear that is the exact same
Mm-hmm.
thing they serve at McDonald's because it looks, just like it without the
Mm-hmm.
barbecue sauce. You got to add the
That
barbecue
part.
sauce, but
Yeah. They
yeah,
smothered it with barbecue sauce for
yeah.
this. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so next question. Funniest moment you experienced during service.
Ah, shoot, man. My funniest was basic training. I never forget this. We had just got done getting up, getting ready, after PT. And it's two people, Thompson and Tice. My homeboy sleep above me, Tice. They had the hangers, with the he went in mine and took my uniform, ran downstairs ahead of me because everybody being rushed. I grabbed his, not thinking that, okay, you know what? We rushing whatever. I get down there, drill sergeant talking about some Thompson. And I'm looking at him and he looking at me like, not you. And Thompson and Tice, he say Tice. He'll look at me, he'll look at him. And it was just like, hey, what you doing that for? Everybody rolling. Everybody rolling by now. I ain't even noticed it yet. Look at your uniform. We was like, oh, this mug made us wear it all day. The whole day I was Tice. He was Thompson. You know how many times we got smoked? Thompson, get it. I'm moving. He calling my name, not you. And oh Lord, that was that. I did so many push-ups that day. Man, no, but it's fun though, because we was rolling. Everybody remembered us from that point on for that
Right.
day. Yeah, yeah. Nightmare. That was a nightmare, but it was funny. It was so funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my worst. That was a funny, but the
Oh,
worst.
okay. So, uh, la second to last question, what piece of gear would you never want to carry again?
Ooh, shoot. Um, Dang, I say piece of gear never want to carry again. Shoot. Huh. When I say this, I love our generation of serving.
Mhm.
But the body gear, the weights, the weighted plates we had, I
Mhm.
hated them. I
Mhm.
hated them. The ones
Yeah.
we had in the back was heavier than the one in the front. Why you giving me gear where I gotta lean forward every time? And I'm naturally leaning back. So I would get rid of that. Just get rid of the back plate. Give me the front. I'm okay. I'll figure it out.
Thompson says, "Give me 2 front plates."
Look, give me
Shut
two
up.
fronts. I hated that back plate, man. Like, why
Oh,
you give
oh
me
man.
something this heavy in the back? But yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah. Yeah, and, man, that never made any sense. Like, why wasn't the front plate heavier? Because, all the stuff that we had to carry on the back anyways.
That's that's
Just
that was my
counterbalance it.
point.
Come on.
You know, going on man, look, that's oh boy. Some good memories, but funny ones. That's why I was like, man, that gear gave me. Oh Lord, yeah, man. But it was worth it though, 'cause it still protect you, But it was just like
Yeah.
that'd be one of the gears I say
Right.
I just throw out the window. Yeah, yeah.
Uh, all right. So, last one, most underrated military skill.
Shoot, most underrated. Um, Let me see. My personal favorite, most underrated. Memory.
Mm,
I say memory. The ability to be in one place, leave, and come back, and be able to tell when the cup is moved.
right. Right.
I say
Right.
because a lot of times that's what not being aware of a change. Like if you come home to your house
Hmm.
and you notice the slightest thing, and it's like your son ball was in the middle of the floor. When you come
Hmm.
back, it's a little to the left. You can
Right.
tell somebody done walked by there and kicked the ball. You able to defend your family. So
Right.
I say memory of being able to tell, like, hey, that wasn't there before,
Yeah. So
or
basically, attention to detail.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
part. I say that's the most underrated because it saves
Right.
lives.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Because when you have that good attention to detail, like
Hmm
to any normal person, that ball being moved slightly to the left, that it's kind of in the same spot, but
That
because you
part.
had that because you have that attention to detail, you're like, wait a minute, that was over a little bit further this way, and people look at you weird when they're like, what are you talking about? It's in the same spot. No, it's not. And they're
No.
like, you know, they
You
don't
know,
understand it, but you're like, I think somebody was in our house.
you
No, no,
know?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man. That's what I'd say. That's my most underrated right there.
right, right.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like that's all the questions I have. Is there anything else you want to let um, those watching, service members that are about to get into the military, those that got out, is there anything you want to say to them? Kind of final thoughts, final words before we end the stream?
Um, keep in touch with your battle buddies and those that's going in. Build your battle buddy. Get there for. Don't ever forget your times with your battle buddies.
Hmm.
That's the one thing when you get out, you gonna always remember them times. Them times
Hmm.
you can't go back for. Them
Hmm.
times where you look at them pictures y'all took. You know, that's gonna be that motivation when things get crazy mentally. That's what's gonna
Hmm.
keep you balanced. So the battle buddy system is a priority.
Hmm.
And that's for in and out the military. That's
Right.
why, like you saying now, with my battle buddy, we could talk stories all day with some of the stuff we've been through, but that is what kept me grounded and keeps me grounded.
Mhm.
Seeing you get married, being I'm happy for you, just finding the happiness and watching you doing your podcast thing.
Mhm.
When you was helping to find people, all
Right.
that builds me because you moving forward, which pushes me to
Right.
keep moving forward. So I
Right.
say the battle buddy system. Never forget your battle buddy, and battle buddies don't forget that person.
Right. Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And keep your eyes out for little clues that your battle buddy
Mm-hmm.
may be going through something. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's as simple as like, hey man, just wanted to check on you, see how you're doing. Could be the difference between life and death for them. You
Yeah.
know. Uh, So, yeah, I appreciate you coming on here. Don't go anywhere. We got to catch up.
Most
I'm gonna go
definitely.
ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Let me go ahead and put you backstage. So
Okay.
don't go anywhere, brother.
Got you, bro.
All right, guys. Well, that was it for Thompson's tale here on Battlefield Production Veteran Voices. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Um, And remember that we do live stream at least every Saturday. We're going to be doing veteran voices. We're going to do some veteran organizations. We might do some military talk. It all depends. Join us Wednesday at 7 p.m., where we're going to hear a wives' tale, the inside story of what it's like to live with a veteran. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. And remember, life is a battlefield. Prepare to conquer it. God bless.